Getting rid of things before they turn bad is important. The same goes for things in your digestive system. When you're irregular, stuff your body does not need lingers in your system and may cause you discomfort. So do something about even occasional irregularity with activity.
Halloween coming up next. Haven't Seen It with Tim Sestito and Tommy Tevenet. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Thank you all so much for listening today. This is a podcast where one of us is watching a movie for the very first time, and today that person is myself. Tommy, I've never seen Halloween before. Can you really believe it after all these horror movies I just haven't watched?
Honestly, I thought that this one was going to be a given. That I was like, oh, come on, Timmy has definitely seen this. We almost covered Child's Play, and then we heard that you told me that you never saw Halloween. I was like, we can save Chucky for next year. We got to cover Halloween right now. So,
Well, you're bearing the lead right now. We have a special guest this week, Cody Tucker. Cody is a podcast host and stand-up comedian. His podcast, The Cody Tucker Show, presents a no-holds-barred take on entertainment, history, and life itself. You can find the podcast on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Cody, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on.
Nah, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Been looking forward to this.
What was your initial reaction when you found out that somebody on this podcast list had just not seen Halloween?
It's surprising. It's a little disheartening almost, I'll admit. But, it's a damn near, 50-year-old movie? I mean, it's, there's people who haven't seen it.
I'm one of them. It's just horror was just like my parents never into horror whatsoever. I never sought it out. I think I saw The Omen when I was 6 at like a family friend's house in the Catskills in New York, and scared the shit out of me. And I just really never dove deep into the genre ever since.
got traumatized way too early.
Yeah, I can relate 100%.
So what was your movie that traumatized you? Because mine was Mars Attacks.
Oh my God, Mars Attacks is right, dude. I remember watching Mars Attacks as a little kid and being horrified, just not having a grip on the reality that movies aren't reality.
Exactly.
So I was like, wait, are we going to die? Because I just watched the president get shot, who looks suspiciously like Jack Torrance. Just watched him get killed by an alien, and nobody in my house is worried about this.
Why is people not freaking out about this? It was like the first horror I saw. I remember for years I was terrified the Martians were going to come into my room with ray guns.
Yeah. Dude, Mars Attacks. The one, as far as like a real horror movie, The Ring. The Ring.
Oh yeah.
I watched it when it came out, so I was 9, and it really did a number on me. Like it was. Yeah, I remember just not sleeping well for a long time.
And that's the one you hear on the playground, and people are talking on the playground. Like, do you hear about The Ring? And this is the premise, and that alone scares you when you're a kid.
Yeah. Oh, no. And the whole thing of like, wait, but aren't we watching the tape while we're watching the movie? So aren't we gonna die in 7 days? Like, it. Oh my God, that movie really messed me up. Yeah, that one and Pumpkinhead. I don't know if you remember that, but I remember watching Pumpkinhead with my dad a lot, and it fucked me up a lot.
That's a good one too. Tim, have you ever seen Pumpkinhead or The Ring?
No.
Jesus.
So when I was 7, I went with my dad to go see the Fellowship of the Ring, and I got so scared by when they stabbed Frodo with the the ring wraiths or whatever they were called. My mom had to take me out of the theater, and like that's a 3-hour movie, and it was like an hour in. So we were at some like shopping center, and my mom had to kill 2 hours with a 7-year-old because I was terrified to watch it. I grew up though. I was able to get through Two Towers and Return of the King though, thankfully.
Well,
Slowly.
Yeah, there was none of that as a kid, like being taken out. Like if a movie got put on, like you're watching it. Tough.
Yeah, that's
like
it.
like we did not pay for you to come see this movie for you to like act like that. And now we're gonna watch this. They took me to see Saving Private Ryan whenever I was 5 years old. So that'll tell you that. Great parenting.
Yeah, right there. I remember seeing Troy, like that movie when I was like 8 years old or something like that, and I hated it. I remember like crying. I was like, Dad, please can we just go? This movie is so boring. My dad's like, shut the fuck up. We're watching this movie. We're not leaving.
That movie's terrifying too. Brad Pitt's British accent is terrifying.
Yeah. Awful.
Yeah. God.
So this is Halloween.
Halloween. I think he'll come back. Halloween, the night he came home. Rated R.
As spooky season draws to a near close, we celebrate with a classic, Halloween. Watch a group of teenagers have the worst peripheral vision you've ever seen as Michael Myers comes home. I mean, it's true, guys.
That's your first takeaway.
That car was just following Laurie around the entire
Oh my
day.
God.
And just like they had no idea. They were just like, oh, you know.
What's so great is when you watch this over and over again, you notice more and more scenes of Michael just like lurking in the background. Like there's the one scene where Loomis gets introduced to Sheriff Brackett and he's looking around and he's just like very nervous. And you can see in the background as Michael just drives right past him and he's like, he's right there, Loomis. What the fuck?
Oh, I know. He's like R. Kelly at a damn junior high dance. Like he's like, I mean, he is just lurking in the shadows, but very clear to see. I mean, no, and like how they think that they're like, oh, that's so and so's car. It's like so and so drives a car from a state mental hospital that has like the huge sticker on, and like that they never noticed that. Like this is oh man, there was some rough moments.
Yeah. So I think I noticed a lot of Michael in the background. I feel like I probably missed a decent amount of it. But I think that's like the overwhelming strength of it is how Carpenter utilizes his time to build the suspense out, because he's just lingering in the background pretty much no matter what. Like you don't go 3 or 4 minutes without a scent of him in the town. And that is like, I think the biggest benefit. Like I've heard people call this movie like boring in hindsight, and I was like, I didn't think this was boring at all. I saw a group of teenagers living out their normal life, and happens to be a bad day to go babysit at the houses down the street.
In some ways, it's a slow burn, but it really just like kind of gets you like a little bit of a like jolt here and there. Apparently, they wanted to play it like a radio play, where every 10 minutes it was just like a new spook, and that was pretty much just Michael showing up in the background. You know, typical slasher sequels now, like the new Halloween that came out last year. Michael's killing someone every 5 minutes, and that just gets boring and repetitive, and like, but this one just gets the dread going and just makes you just uncomfortable.
See, I don't think it's that okay. Like if you put it in context of when the movie came out, which is like what 78. Yeah. I mean, go watch like almost any horror movies from that time, or you know, even a little earlier. They're way slower than this, and way more just like. They're almost like made for TV movies. So like I can imagine watching this in the theaters like in 1978 and just being petrified. I mean, it's hard to do that now because like we've seen, you know, like The Conjuring and all these like crazy horror movies. But I mean, I bet this movie was so damn scary in 1978.
Well, I remember seeing like a Reddit thing of like audience reaction. Someone brought in like a camcorder or something. When Michael stands back up in the final scene of the movie, pretty much, and like the crowd was just going wow. They're like, "Oh my god, what?"
Yeah, I mean, it holds up as well as a movie that old could hold up. Like, well, I mean, you can't expect a whole lot more than this.
No, I think it works in its benefit. Like, I personally don't always love the modern horror movies. I think they're always a little too jump scary and a little not well defined in terms of like the characters. I feel like I think the biggest strength of this is that you really get to know Laurie and her friends, who Linda and Annie. Well, Linda more than Annie, but you get to like know them, spend time with them on their own and with Laurie, and I think like that really works in the behavior because then when Michael does come, it makes the deaths way more impactful. Where I feel like a lot of modern horror, I'm watching nameless background character get stabbed by masked villain or whatever kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where this is just building the suspense through that score, that iconic score.
Yeah.
I think this has to be like the best horror score of all time. I mean, I don't know what else would be up there.
Oh, it's 100%. I mean, the Friday the 13th, like kind of sound effect, not even really a score. I mean, that's probably close, but nah, I mean, The Omen, maybe because of that like weird church gospel, choir.
Yeah.
But
I mean, would we count Jaws as a horror movie? Because I mean, that'd be up there.
Jaws is a horror movie for sure.
Jaws is a horror movie.
Yeah.
So,
just
I
like,
mean,
like Silence of the Lambs. It's, kind of blends genres, but it's a horror movie.
Yeah. So there's one thing about the score about how powerful this was that Carpenter showed Halloween to an executive before it was finished about the music, and the exec was like, "This movie's not scary. Like, what'd you get here, Carpenter? Come on!" And then they saw the movie again after it's released with the score, and they're like, "Oh my god, I know exactly what you're doing. This movie's fucking terrifying."
Yeah.
So it's just how much it works and just feels the dread because like that piano just over and over again, just especially in the end, just like, oh,
oh yeah, no, a high pitched piano is terrifying in any form.
Yeah.
And then having those like weird like synth sound effects under it every time someone's killed with like the violin like screech. It's like, oh my god, like it's perfect. Like, I mean, John Carpenter, I mean, he should have won an Oscar for that, just for writing the damn score.
Easily. I mean, I don't even know what would be up against that year, but like still, I mean, this is one that like they just reuse that in the Halloween sequels, and it still works even if it's just a shittier movie. It's just like a shittier Michael.
Yeah.
Just hearing that.
Well, now it's like the mic drop moment. Whenever you see a Halloween movie, like as soon as that score hits, you're like, oh, here we go. Like this is not a normal slasher. This is, even though all the rest of them, kind of suck, but still, like you look forward to hearing the soundtrack, the score.
So this is one of the most ripped off movies of all time. I mean, there's countless imitators. So for both of you guys, do you think this still is, holds weight above all those other slashers?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I am not a huge fan in general of slasher films. So like, I don't like Friday the 13th, any of them. I don't really like Nightmare on Elm Street, like, and then like Child's Play, Leprechaun. I don't really like any of those movies. But I love Halloween and I love Scream. If you count Scream as a slasher movie, like those are, I mean, there are none that are better than those. And I still put Halloween, I think is for sure more iconic, and probably a better movie in general.
Well, it's the granddaddy of them all, right? And I look at this, I don't even really see this as a slasher because it's like 15 minutes of slashing and an hour and 15 of suspense.
Well, do you consider Texas Chainsaw Massacre a slasher?
I haven't seen the original. I've only seen the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, it's not that good. Well, I consider Texas Chainsaw probably, but even still, I'd say Halloween just a step above it. I mean, Friday the 13th, I like those movies. I'm wearing a Camp Crystal Lake shirt right now, but those are movies that you watch when you get drunk with your friends. They're not good movies.
Yeah, that's true.
But Friday I mean, this movie Halloween, like you said, there's like 15 minutes of slashing at the end, and it got to the point where the sequels, by the time the second one came out, Friday the 13th already came out, and they felt we got to imitate Friday the 13th, and it just became like Michael was just a Jason clone, which was weird because Jason was a Michael clone.
That's true. Yeah, completely. I mean, it is a giant step from the first Halloween to any of the other ones. Like they turn him into like the Incredible Hulk. which
Yeah.
I really don't like. In the first one, this one, he's just like strong enough. Like he's not too strong to where it's like super unbelievable. But, like it's a very good balance of like, oh, this guy's terrifying.
Yeah. They make it more realistic. I mean, I like Halloween Kills in terms of like a fun drunk movie to watch, but that movie has Michael taking on like 10 firefighters at once and just like ripping them out and like fucking just like punching them and shit like that. He's like fucking like a superhero going after them and shit. Where it's just like, this is just cheesy schlock right here.
Yeah, completely agree.
So for you guys that are definitely more on the know in horror, is Michael Myers like the first example of a true like motivationless serial killer in film?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Norman Bates, maybe.
Norman Bates.
Yeah.
I mean,
Norman
There's
Bates
definitely
up
that
there.
influence is in here.
I mean,
yeah, Psycho is really the granddaddy of like slashers, and that's why like Halloween pays a lot of tribute to Psycho, like with Donald Pleasance being named like Sam Loomis, which is the guy's name in Psycho, and hiring the daughter of the woman from Psycho as Laurie Strode. I mean, but yeah, Norman Bates is the only one I could think of that's like maybe before Michael Myers.
I mean, I guess maybe Leatherface, but even Leatherface he's just like as for someone from Texas, Cody, he's the guy that's just like, get the fuck off my property. That's his motivation.
That is all of our motivations in Texas. It's basically, we'll do whatever the fuck we want on our property. Get the hell out. Property is very big in Texas, if you don't know.
No, I've never heard that before for sure.
We are property people. Do not mess with Texas. Don't mess with my property.
Definitely never heard of like the Alamo before. That definitely wasn't
Yeah,
regarding.
well, down here we also have a tendency to celebrate losses. Like Confederate flags, the Alamo, the Dallas Cowboys. It's a lot.
Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah, we're big Deshaun Watson fans down here.
But so before we move on from the score, I want to emphasize one of the scenes in the movie where he kills Annie, and just like how impactful that score is during the kill, and just like the sound effects, like the breathing through the mask. It's just, I think it's really well done and really well played as a payoff for the third death in the movie.
Hello? Hello? All right, Annie. First I get your famous chewing, now I get your famous squealing. Annie, are you all right? Are you fooling around again? I'll kill you if this is a joke.
Annie? Annie?
Like, I love how in this clip the sound drops and then you just hear the violence. Like, you can just hear how brutal that death is.
Yeah. So this was the death of Linda, not Annie. But,
Oh, is this Linda? Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
no,
she
it's
was
Annie.
saying Annie. She was saying Annie, wasn't?
Well, no. She was saying Annie because she thought that was Annie. Annie
That's
was
right.
the one that died. Annie was the one that died in the car.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm getting them confused. That's on me.
Yeah.
Well, because she said the wrong name, like on the phone
over and over.
Yeah, that's what kind of confused me because I was like, wait, isn't Annie the one who was a complete asshole? But yeah, that's it.
But no, like the sound design in this movie, just not even kind of the score, just like hearing Michael breathe over the phone is just so creepy and unsettling right there.
Yeah, it's eerily similar to what I sound like eating Taco Bell.
That's me with Chipotle, though. Just
Yeah. You're a
There
little classier, so yeah.
There was a point where I wasn't sure if like the breathing that was coming from the clip was from one of us just breathing into our mics.
Well, there's a good chance of that on my end, so yeah.
I'll find out in the editing room. All right, I'll find out. But I just, we hear a little bit of the score, and then just that hard cut, like you're still expecting it to go. Like it's so well edited in terms of like the sound design. Because I think a lot of lesser movies would keep that score going through the kill, and almost disguise how violent Michael is. Which brings me to my next point. Michael Myers himself, the man with no motivation, the man that really did not like the fact that his sister had sex, like really was not happy with that fact.
Yeah, just like pay attention to me. Come on, sis.
Yeah. Oh, I'm the same way. Like, hey, get off of her, that she's mine,
What I love about Carpenter and his direction of Nick Castle, who's the main guy who played Michael Myers, was Carpenter just gave no shits. So like Nick Castle would come up to him and be like, okay, so like John, what's my motivation for this scene right here? And Carpenter said to him like, okay, your motivation is to walk from one set marker to another and not act. Like, fuck off, ass.
It's a great, I love that because I hate pretentious acting stories, It's like, yeah, dude, nobody's going to know you're in this movie. Just walk from A to B and shut up. Like,
yeah. Just know your place in the castle. Come on, fuck off.
Yeah.
No, that's like, I can't remember what movie it was from, but it was Dustin Hoffman and some like very classically 40s train, like 1940s. Laurence Olivier, yeah, that's
it's
it.
Marathon Man.
Marathon Man, and Hoffman's running those laps beforehand to get out of breath. And Olivier just looks at him and goes, have you tried acting before? Like instead of tiring yourself before you shoot, like have you tried acting before?
Well, have you ever heard the Shia LaBeouf Oliver Stone story? About
no.
So they were filming Wall Street 2, and there's apparently Shia LaBeouf went to Oliver Stone and had a problem with the script, like the wording of the dialogue, and was like, "Hey, shouldn't it be blah 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 like that?" And he said Oliver Stone just looked up at him, took a sip of coffee, and said, "I wrote Scarface. I think it's a pretty good script. Go fuck yourself." Well, yeah, that's good.
I love that so much. That's just that's just the ultimate fuck you. And like, what are you gonna say to the guy who wrote Scarface?
Yeah. It's like, dude, I wrote Scarface and Midnight Express, like while blasting through a pound of coke a day. And like go to hell, dude. Like you were in Transformers, for God's sakes.
Yeah, like know your place, Shia LaBeouf.
Even Steven, calm down over there, all right?
But the thing about Michael that's so good in this movie is it's just like how shapeless he is. I mean, like there's so many like the cinematography in this movie when like Laurie sees him at the top of the stairs just coming after him, and like the way it's just so dark and shadowy. That's really something out of nightmares that you see over and over again. Like you think of the killer at the end of the hallway or something like that, just dimly lit.
Yeah, it's very similar to like what Jaws did for like swimming pools. Like if you get in a swimming pool and look at the deep end, you immediately imagine a shark coming at you. Yeah. And like, there's something about that with Michael Myers where like anytime it's a very much like afraid of the dark movie, like a movie that is going to make you like, oh shit, I can't take a shower tonight because this son of a bitch is going to kill me. Like it's very effective in like keeping you scared afterwards,
Yeah, and I think the lack of motivation, what's his name? It's Dr. Sam Loomis, played by Carpenter regular Donald Pleasance, gives a little explanation as his doctor for 15, 16 years before he escapes from the mental hospital.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
What do we do?
He's been here once tonight. I think he'll come back. I'm gonna wait for him.
I still think I should notify the radio and television.
No. If you do that, they'll see him in every street corner. They'll look for him in every house. Just tell your men to keep their mouths shut and their eyes open.
I'll check back in an hour.
Just a lifeless creature that doesn't talk. Like he's not a man. And even when he's driving with that nurse, or she was in a nurse costume. I don't know if she's actually a nurse, up to the hospital, and she's like, shouldn't we not call him it? We should call him like him. And he was like, if you say so. He's like, you don't know him like I do. He's not a person.
Yeah.
But I was a little confused by like the superhero strength. It's not. It sounds like it gets much worse in this, but he gets stabbed like multiple times and falls from the second story and is still good to go. Is that also just part of the mystery? It's just like somebody that's not a human, and it's just supposed to reinforce that point.
Yeah, I mean, like Carper really wants to make a supernatural kind of character where it's just like, okay, like, you know, the end of the scene. I mean, Carper didn't really want a sequel. He wanted the movie just to end with the series to end practically just with like, he's gone. But they kind of demystified him. The sequel to this, the direct sequel, Halloween 2, made it so Michael was Laurie's sister. Like they made that a twist. And just that makes it a lot less scary. Just makes it like, all right, well, I'm not related to Laurie Strode, so I think I'm fine. Michael's not going to kill me. But in this movie, he's just some random killer with a knife that's coming after you, and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, it definitely, I think, gets ruined after this because of that. Because, you know, leaving the Michael Myers character is just like, well, basically so that people have this conversation that we're having after they watch the movie. Like, well, wait, is he supernatural? Is he just strong? Is he like just so crazy that he doesn't feel pain? Like, the whole point is that there's no answer. There's not supposed to be. That's what makes it way more terrifying. But yeah, and then as the movies go on, it really ruins it. And then you get to like, I think it's the third one or whichever one it is. I think it's Curse of Michael Myers, where they're like, oh, he was actually born into this like satanic cult who were wanting to like create a evil child that was immortal. Like it, I mean, it gets bad.
Yeah,
So-
Timmy, coming as someone that's a slasher fan and loves horror movies, I tried watching Halloween 5 and I couldn't finish it. I was just like, this is just awful. It's not even fun schlock.
No, it's bad. Like really, really bad. If I would have been better off watching this and never seeing another one. I think that is really what should have happened.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure
I do
John
like
Carpenter's the same, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, John Carpenter's probably happy now that he's getting money from the David Gordon Green movies. I do like the new David Gordon Green movies. I think they're fun, but they're not nearly the same tier as these new ones, as the original. I mean,
Is there any Halloween movie on the tier, like, or even close to this tier in terms of like a horror movie?
I think the 2018 one was a good follow up.
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah, so that one is really good. Like I said, Halloween Kills that came out last year. I would love to watch it with friends when you were drinking and make a drinking game out of it because it's just, you know, you just get trashed to it. And the one that just came out, it was weird.
It's horrible. It could be the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. Besides, and that or like Malignant. I mean, there's a couple bad ones, but like,
oh, Malignant is a fun fucking like bonkers, crazy, stupid movie.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen. I would no.
Exactly. That's the divisive movie. We showed it to a friend group, and like one of our friends just freaked out. He's like, "What the fuck is this bullshit? What are you making me watch right now?"
Yeah. Oh, it is a movie that I've told multiple people that they need to watch because it's an amazing movie just for them to question our friendship.
That's based. I like that.
Yeah, like, dude, this movie will change your life. Like, it's like Hereditary, but even better. Like, yeah, it's great.
Just totally amp it up for him.
Yeah, but no, I actually like H2O, the one with Josh Hartnett and LL Cool J.
That one's good. It's a kind of like Scream. The guy who wrote Scream wrote that one too. So is 90s period. Sure, horror movie is going to be Scream.
It's good. Like it's a fun movie that isn't so dumb that it like takes you out. Because Halloween Resurrection, the one with Busta Rhymes, is
awful.
ooh, like it's not like, because a movie still has to be sort of believable, even if it is dumb, for it to be like worth watching to me.
Yeah.
And that's how I am with like H2O. I think it's like it's dumb and it's like fun, but it isn't like you don't feel like you're wasting your time watching it, you know?
Yeah. It doesn't have Busta Rhymes doing karate over Michael Myers.
That God, it's bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, none of them compared to the original, just like almost any movie, but there's a few, like I think the 2018 one is as a movie the best one other than the original. I mean, it is a really good movie.
You guys are hard selling me on all these other Halloween movies. I'm definitely going to deep dive into that catalog.
Yeah. Well, there's the third one that doesn't even have Michael Myers at all.
Season of the Witch.
Yeah, completely different plot. No slash. It's not a slasher movie. It's like a supernatural witch. Like
the fourth isn't bad. The fourth one, is that the one that has the little girl? And I think Donald Pleasance. The fourth one's not that bad.
As it progresses, Donald Pleasance is in like the majority of the sequels until he died, and he just becomes madder. And like in this movie, you kind of see a little bit of like a crazy drunk psychiatrist, and they just amp that up to 11 in the sequels.
Wait, what about the Rob Zombie ones? Do you like those?
I haven't seen them. They're the only ones I haven't seen.
I have a thing about, like we were talking about earlier, I don't like really gory movies, and they're just so damn gory that like I can't do it. I don't like Rob Zombie's movies in general. I think they're terrible, but
yeah, his track record's bad.
But those Halloween movies are bad. The only good thing is Samuel Loomis is played by Malcolm McDowell from A Clockwork Orange, which is one of my favorite movies.
Oh,
that's the only thing that like it's the most perfect casting. Like if you're recasting Samuel Loomis, to have Malcolm McDowell is that's the saving factor, I guess.
Yeah. One of the things that's interesting, to bring it back to the original movie, is that like there's no blood practically. The only time you see blood is when he kills his sister in the beginning of the movie, and they really just keep it bloodless.
I mean, he gets stabbed in the neck. That's the only other part. There's
and even
little. I mean, a tiny.
Exactly. Like you really need to pay attention to see the blood in that scene.
Yeah, which I like. I prefer that, honestly.
I definitely didn't notice the blood in that scene.
There's not a lot of it. I mean, it's like a paper cut, basically.
I am a star. I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star. I am a big, bright, shining star.
So who is the star of this movie?
Does it have to be an actor?
We've done like directors. I mean, we've done directors or writers sometimes.
Because I think, to me, it's John Carpenter. I mean, to be able to come off of this and then do... Wait, he did Escape from New York after this, right? That came out the next year, I think. Or a year at...
It was Escape from New York and then The Thing.
And then The Thing. So to be able to come out and do those two... So those don't happen without Halloween. 100 for sure. Like, Halloween is the only reason that those movies come out. And I love those movies. And John Carpenter becomes like the legend of horror because of this. So to me, he wins.
It's his calling card. Yeah, I'd say John Carpenter too. The only other candidate I think would be Jamie Lee Curtis, because she also elevated to Scream Queen, where like for a couple of years, the first like stretch of her career was just she ended up being in a bunch of Halloween knockoffs after this. Yeah. And most of those movies are kind of but I mean, like, she gives a great performance, and she's just like a really relatable character, and that's why she's the ultimate final girl.
Very true.
Yeah, on your point of like, why did Carpenter be able to get Escape from New York and The Thing made? It's because he took a $300,000 to $325,000 budget and turned it into $70 million at the box office. That'll get you a little leeway to make what you want in Hollywood. If you haven't heard that before.
And then The Thing ruined that because The Thing bombed at the box office, unfortunately. And that movie's great. We covered that back in June.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot The Thing was a complete bomb. But did he do? I mean, he did other stuff. What did he do other than this? I know there's something that like there's a few others that were like really big. I just can't remember.
They Live is a great one.
Big Trouble is awesome. Big Trouble in Little China.
Big Trouble. Those are the two I was thinking of. Yeah, They Live is also like one of my top like favorite movies. I love that movie. Big Trouble in Little China is it's all right. But yeah, I mean, John Carpenter has had a pretty damn good career because of this movie.
Also, I want to shout out the pumpkin that's in the Wallace family's bedroom. That is the iconic pumpkin at the start of the movie. Why somebody would have a pumpkin on their nightstand is besides me. I don't think I've ever seen that before or since, but there's just a carved pumpkin sitting on that nightstand, and I like couldn't take my eyes off of it the first time I saw it. And it was like it captivated me, to be completely honest, because I was like, why on earth is there a pumpkin on that nightstand?
See, some people I think celebrate Halloween a little more than others.
Yeah,
because we didn't do this shit. I mean, in Texas it's like 90 degrees on Halloween. Like we don't do any of that. Like we don't carve pumpkins. Like those pumpkins are going to be smelling like a dead animal after about 3 hours. So
yeah, that and no heavy costumes.
Hell no. Like you're dressing up as Fred Flintstone every year if you're a fat kid like myself. Like you got to wear something that catches a breeze underneath. Like you can't be doing. No, like. So I just assumed that people in Illinois just do this. Like they just have pumpkins everywhere because it's cold and they can handle it. I mean, y'all would probably know better than me.
I mean, there's pumpkins everywhere. I've just never seen one on a nightstand in someone's bedroom. Like, I don't know if you'd really want that smell next to you when you're sleeping.
Yeah. It's a weird smell. Pumpkins don't smell good. It doesn't smell like the flavor, like pumpkin spice and an actual pumpkin are two completely different things.
It's not even like a Yankee Candle pumpkin scent, it's a literal
like
pumpkin, and it's just rotting next to your bed, like contaminating your sheets. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
so that's also a star for me.
That's why Michael killed her, not because of her having sex, just because like, why the fuck do you have this pumpkin on the nightstand?
Michael's secretly a interior design specialist, and is like, this does not complement the room.
My fucking sister, she's riding up the goddamn house. She's stinking up the place with this fucking pumpkin. Fuck her.
That's what he's staring at the wall, visualizing. It's just different floor plans. Like he was really a precursor to HGTV than we all realize.
Oh my God.
If you want to know why all houses look pretty much the same on the inside, you can thank Michael Myers.
It is the most like stereotypical suburban street ever, which I don't think it's real. I think it's a studio lot from what I remember hearing about it. I think it's a studio lot, but god damn, I mean, it looks like HGTV's like wet dream,
Well, I kind of like it because it paints that picture so much better. Like just cute. You see like two shots of like a cute little downtown, and then the rest are just rows and rows of houses.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Well, it makes you think like this could be my suburban neighborhood.
Well, that's the fear. The scariness of Halloween is that like this shouldn't have happened. Which, I mean, not to like just go back to Rob Zombies, but that's why they suck, is because Michael Myers in those movies is growing up in like an abusive house, like a trailer park. Very similar to my childhood, actually. But like you kind of see how he would turn into a serial killer. In this, there is nothing that should have led him to becoming a killer. Nothing. He grew up in the most perfect environment, and yet there he is. So it has to be evil. Because otherwise, what else is it? I mean, he didn't have a parent beating him or, something like that. It's just a kid that is evil.
An innocent kid. The more you explain it, the less it's effective.
Yeah.
So looking at it, they filmed in South Pasadena, California, an elementary school and different other parts. I don't think it was on a set. I think it was just they found rows of streets and connected them together.
So this was supposed to be Illinois, and apparently they bought a bunch of paper leaves from some decorator and then painted them all autumn colors and scattered them around across the place to give like a kind of a fall feel, even though like the trees are still green.
Well, there's the budget. Jesus. Yeah. You had to pay somebody to paint 1 million leaves brown.
Oh, they were reusing those. They were taking giant bags after they were done and just going like
that's true.
Leaf blower, just putting them straight into a bag and spreading them around where we need to film to next.
According to IMDb, so this could be bullshit, but apparently Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger himself, was one of the guys that was helping out with the leaves.
Really?
Yeah, so that could be
That's-
IMDb bullshit, but I don't know. I like to think that's true.
I like believing things that sound good. I don't care if they're real. I mean, yeah.
Also, I like that the mask was a Captain Kirk mask that they bought for
Yeah.
$1.98. Like it looks absolutely nothing like Captain Kirk. Like not even slightly.
No, well, it looks like him now.
Yeah. Well,
Apparently Shatner sued when he found out, and like because of course he did.
What a shock.
The other options for the mask apparently was a Richard Nixon mask and a Spock mask.
Nixon would have been too Point Breakish.
Yeah,
like it's just
exactly.
too. Yeah, you can't do Nixon.
Michael saying he's not a crook or something.
Yeah,
like he just puts the peace signs up like before he makes his kill. Like him in the ghost costume, just like walking up like this, like with both his fingers
with
up
the peace
in the
signs.
Oh my god! I mean, he was kind of dressed like Henry Kissinger when he had the damn white sheet over him with the glasses. So I guess it was pretty close. But yeah, the you know that they lost the mask after this because not lost. I mean, they just chunked it because they weren't going to make another one, and so there has never been another Halloween with that exact mask. And when you watch them, they're using a different mask in almost every movie, and they're just trying to replicate the mask. But whenever they came to do the second, third, fourth, they could never find the company that actually made that Captain Kirk mask. So they couldn't get another one. So they were just having to sort of basically use the costume department to try to recreate the mask. And it never is the exact same as it is in the first movie.
You can't
it always looks
bad China products from the 1970s. That's a whole different element of bad craftsmanship.
And it never looks bad. And like in H2O, they use a CGI mask for one shot.
Oh, they do. That's right. Yeah.
It's just like, oh god, like, come on, why do you need to use CGI for that?
Oh god. Well, because some intern was wanting to find out how to use CGI. They're like, here, try it on.
It was the 90s. Like, we gotta figure out how to figure out CGI in this somehow.
We have to put computer graphics somewhere in the title after Jurassic Park just to make sure people get in the theaters.
True.
Are you ready, comedy partner? Waka waka.
All right, Tommy, Cody, would Halloween work as a Muppet adaptation?
All right, Cody, you go first.
Oh god. Hell yeah. Look, I am not a Muppets fan by any stretch of the imagination.
Our hearts.
I know. I'm sorry, but I would watch it on repeat, just seeing Miss Piggy getting just demolished. I mean, and oh yeah, I would. I mean, they've stuck a toe in the water on horror. They had Alice Cooper on a special, I think.
I think that you have Miss Piggy be Linda probably. Michael Myers would be the only human.
No, you keep Donald Pleasance as the human, and you have Fozzie Bear be Michael Myers, and just have the brown suit with the tie and a Kermit the Frog mask just covering his face would be.
No. See, I think you have Kermit be Donald Pleasance so that he could do the monologue in Kermit's voice, he was just pure evil.
For a not Muppets fan, that's a much better Kermit impersonation than Tommy and I can do.
Well, he's just probably floating around. Yeah, he's pure evil. Get that out there! Ah!
For 15 years, I watched him.
That's a really spot-on impression.
It's actually my Ray Romano impression, but I figured it'd work for this.
It transfers over.
Take it up a couple octaves.
I mean, I think you got to do Kermit as Samuel Loomis.
Maybe we just don't have a human in this one, and it's just Kermit as Loomis. Maybe the only human we just keep is the sheriff. He's just the only one randomly there. It's kind of like in Legally Blonde when we said the only one we're keeping is the dad that drinks the martini that shows up in 2 scenes. That's all you need.
I don't know. I think you have Michael be human, and you just have him killing Muppets.
And felt coming out everywhere, and just
it's the red felt just.
Well, I just think in this one, because it's so suspenseful and it takes so long to get to the killings, just the shadow of Fozzie Bear standing there would just make me laugh the entire time.
You see the car and just Fozzie just driving the car, just kind of looking at them.
Just the brown fur like on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And like the top hat over the mask too. Like that would be perfect.
Yeah. And the over the bed sheet, like the glasses and the top hat, and just waka waka.
Yeah.
The red nose popping through the sheet.
Instead of breathing into the phone, he just said waka waka.
Waka waka. Yeah.
Cody, if you don't know, we're campaigning really hard for Disney to start bringing the Muppets back, and like you'll be a part of the show running when that inevitably happens, when Disney reaches out to us.
We're gonna be in the pitch meeting. We're just like, you hear for any movie, just make it Muppets. That's all you need.
Look, I'm down for just having the Muppets. Yeah, just remaking like Chinatown with the Muppets, like any movie. Like, you know what happens to people when they get their nose in other people's business? They get cut. Like,
forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown. Waka waka.
Sounds of the Lambs. That's the one that I'd be waiting for the most. Like,
that would be an interesting one. That's for sure. Just Piggy as what's her name?
Clarice.
Clarice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah. Kermit, like, say, are you about a size 14?
Or you just have you have Sam the Eagle just as Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Being like, I eat farva beans and Chianti. Definitely wouldn't take away from any of the nuance of that movie. That's for sure.
No. Or that.
So,
my God.
Gentlemen, it is review time. Cody, do our scores out of 5 here.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your final thoughts on Halloween.
4 out of 5. Yeah, I think it's obviously one of the most, probably in the top 3 most legendary horror movies of all time. Not necessarily my top 3 favorite, but you can't not like this movie. Because even if you don't like slasher movies, which I don't normally, it's perfect because it's not 100% a slasher movie. It has some of like the weird psychological elements with Sam Loomis. The acting's great, score's great. John Carpenter's amazing. Like there's the only things wrong with it are nitpicks. That's it. Just like little tiny things that are like, this is stupid. But a lot of that's just because movies in the 70s were, it costs a lot of money to make a movie. It was really hard to do sound like really well. So a lot of the scenes are being dubbed and it's very obvious. Like it's just those little things, The movie itself is incredible.
Tommy.
All right, so I love this movie. This is the second time I've actually watched this year. I've been watching a bunch of Halloween movies. Sequels suck for the most part, but this one's great. It's just Carpenter has just like a great grip on tension, and some people think this is like boring, but like, honestly, the more and more you watch this, the more and more tense it gets. I think the characters are all great here. I'm gonna go 5 out of 5 stars.
Damn.
So I'm gonna echo Cody here. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. It's probably my favorite of the 4 that we've watched in spooky season. It's just that pace, and it's like you really see what Carpenter like ends up developing into the thing, which is probably like his best technical film as a director. But like the camera almost feels like a character, and he feels like a character with all those like sweeping shots of the neighborhood and just Michael sprinkled in there. It's just setting the atmosphere of this peaceful town that's about to get tormented, and just the way it builds up over that night. It's truly perfect. 4 to 5. Michael, great movie. Jamie Lee Curtis, also fantastic. Highly recommended if you haven't seen it, like me. So Cody, where can the people find you? Where can we send people to get some of your comedy, your podcast?
So the podcast is available on Spotify, Apple, pretty much anywhere you can get podcasts. I recommend the YouTube version because I don't know, seems to be better to watch on YouTube anyways, and a lot of the interviews are better on YouTube. I can do a lot of interviews with like adult film actresses and people like that. And you can just follow me on Instagram at the Cody Tucker for any kind of upcoming stuff I got. So that's really about it.
All right. Awesome. Look, please go give Cody a follow. We thank you so much for coming on. It was a lot of fun. Well, we had a blast.
No,
having you
guys, thank y'all so much. This has been awesome for sure.
on. Tommy, any final thoughts?
All right, so I wanted to share the story, but I didn't know where to fit it in. The first time I ever watched this movie was in middle school with my mom, and we're about to start watching it, and my mom said, "Oh, I'm gonna go away. I'm so fucking scared." And I said, "What are you, a pussy, mom?" And I thought that meant pussy cat, and she was really mad at me for that one. So I think I got grounded after that one. But anyways, you can follow us on social media. At Seen It Pod. That's on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can, leave us 5-star reviews on Spotify or Apple, wherever you get your podcast. Really helps us out. And we're exiting spooky season, and we're gonna have a good season coming up. It's not the next episode, but we're gonna cover Plane, Trains, and Automobiles because Timmy also has never seen that somehow.
Yeah,
so
well,
get ready for that in November.
We still have to cover Casablanca with you, which you've never seen before, Tommy. So I don't really want to hear too much from the chirping chamber over there. Also, that tidbit you shared, just like vintage, Tommy.
I remember I was like, "What? Why are you mad, Mom? I thought Pussycat is a scaredy cat. Is it the same thing?"
Tommy grew up that day. That's all I know. Also, please give the Cody Tucker Show 5 stars as well when you listen to it. I guarantee you'll have a good time with it. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll see you again next week.